Omar, can you go to your Facebook and share this, my video?
So he's Malagen.
Yes.
Yes, we need to move one more time.
Chef, you're always the first one.
Yeah, but today I'm late.
Omar, you see, you can actually zoom it. Boss. You're cool.
Is that it?
Yes, yeah, today.
I'll use this one.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
You can take this one now.
Yamato, mic, 1, 2, 3, mic, 1, 2, 3, mic, check, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check. check, 1, 2, 3, sound check, sound check, sound check, 9, sound check, 1, 2, 3, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check. Bana, ngeni.
You don't need it for the job. I think those are in the state. You don't need it. When you are set. Huh?
Yes, I'm not.
You don't have a mind?
Good afternoon, colleagues. Honorable Minister, Mr. Pakistani, Permanent Secretary, Mr. Lami Kamara, we recognize the presence of the advisor, the Minister, Mr. Sa. We also recognize the presence of the Director of Geological Services, Mr. Cham, and his deputy, Mr. Jao. Distinguished colleagues and members of the press, welcome to today's press briefing. And I am Amina Kassani. I am the Information Officer for the Ministry of Petroleum and Energy. Before going any further, can we have a silent prayer in our individual ways, please? Okay, answer our prayers. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation here at a short notice. We acknowledge acknowledge your efforts and your commitment towards holding public officials into account. We also recognize your contributions towards the national development, which we're grateful, and we recognize your efforts also in promoting the work and the services that is being delivered by this ministry, and we're grateful for that. Thank you. Today's press briefing is very important for us as a ministry, and we are very honored to have all of you here. Before going any further, I would invite the minister, but before he makes his statement, I would like to just give us a brief statement about what triggered this interview. Like I said in the invitation, the interview has been triggered. The interview has been triggered by one of us, our colleagues in the media, a publisher and a reporter for Malagen'S online news, on an article that he published recently, Government Gauge, titled Government Gauge Undermining Minerals, Where Are the $1 Million? The purpose of this briefing is to make sure that clarifications and some of the allegations that the writer put in the article are being clarified, as many of them are misleading. But before going any further, I'll not dwell into that. The minister, he will give a brief statement and then he will clarify that misleading information. Honorable Minister, welcome.
Thank you very much, and I also welcome you to the Ministry of Petroleum and Energy. As the writer said, we just want to make some clarifications. And of course, as responsible in the ministry, it's our duty to make clear, but we do recognize the importance of media, and this ministry definitely is not a ministry that is, of course, most of you have been invited here before on other activities. The purpose of this press briefing is to make some clarifications to the mining activities, especially the black sand, commonly called heavy mineral concentrate, HMC. The components of the HMC are ilmenite, rutile, and zircon, which are mineable that occur in the locations of Sanyang, Batukungu, and Katong. These minerals were first mapped by Cooper, a geologist from the Gold Coast Geological Survey, now Ghana Geological Survey, in 1925. Several other studies of the deposit were undertaken under the auspices of the Geological Unit, now the Geological Department. These studies detail the chemical and mineralogical composition of the deposit, as well as the volumetric analysis. The HMC, that's the heavy mineral concentrate deposits, were subjected to brief mining between 1956 and 1959 by Gambia Minerals Limited, a subsidiary of the British Titanium. There's some history to that, which I could give you. And other mining activities followed by Kennedy Minerals of Australia, 2005 to 2008, and they mined about 43,415 metric tons. Gamico, 2008-2015, they mined about 189,982 metric tons. APAM, 2015 to 2016, 5,649 metric tons. The estimated mining company. Currently, GACH is the mining company and has been so far exported 15,386 metric tons from October 2017 to June 2020, as the last period. It's important to set the record straight that GACH Mining, as the holder of the current mining license for the purpose of mining HMC along the coastal areas of the Gambia, acquired license through a competitive process with Golden Art Company, Gambia Limited. The GACH license was processed in accordance with the provisions of the Mines and Quarries Act 2005 Among the list of applicants, Gach company had a better offer of 60% of royalty payment to the government in comparison to a Golden Earth company that offered 50% of royalty from net profit. Comparatively, the royalty payment by Gach is also better than that of APAM and Gamico that previously mined the HMC in the previous regime. It's also worth mentioning that a very comprehensive EIA was carried out in the same area that Canadian Minerals mine, which the ministry find it befitting for all mining activities in the same area. That was done Canada before the Canada license was issued. However, the National Environment Agency has legal mandate at any time to visit the license area and engage the licensee on any environmental issue. It's also worth it to mention that accurate information on the amount of royalty paid by Gach to the government has always been given by the Minister to the National Assembly at the time of questioning by the deputies. Since the issuance of the license, Gach company has paid the amount of $649,001.04 US dollars as royalty to the state for the statement of 15,386.45 metric tons HMC. The amount paid to government represents 60% of the net profit after reduction of operational costs. This includes mineral extraction, transportation, freight, ports handling, charges, and labor. These are basically the operational cost, but also there is also capital cost, capex, also at the same time, and the operational cost also, opex. It is important to note that the HMC is always in a concentrated form, and it is not processed in the Gambia, but in China. Hence, the processed price is always higher than the HMC price that's been exported from here. The payment of royalty for HMC is affected by the company upon receipt and processing of cargo, with the average shipping times from day to loading varying between 2 to 3 months. The tax payment being the responsibility of the licensee has been a requirement in the terms and conditions of the license. However, it is imperative to clarify that tax is only liable on the 40% shares of the Gach and not the total sales revenue. There has never been a ban on HMC mining in the Gambia. The stumbling block that prevented international mining companies from venturing into mining here basically is the quantity, the small size of the deposit compared to other parts of the country. And right now, I'm speaking to you, there's a big deposit mining operation, the same minerals going on in Senegal. If you Google Grand Côte operations, like TIR, ZIR company, they're mining right now the same mineral in the that's a bigger this is more than 20 million tons, and it's a 25-year license life. The Minister of Petroleum and Energy would like to inform this meeting that the Geological Department is undergoing reforms. As a start, a special committee, it comprises the key stakeholders, has been established at the Ministry as an oversight body on the usage of mining and quarry licenses. It also assists on the inspection and monitoring of the mining operations. And that I have my advisor here, Murusar, who was the Chief Director of the National Environment Agency for 10 years, and so on in the World Bank. He currently with me, looking at all the environment issues that we do, not only for mining and quarrying, but also other activities in the energy sector too. Accordingly, we want to assure you that the Ministry is monitoring the mining operations conducted at the same time being mindful of protecting people's livelihood. There is a provision in the mining law for compensation to affected owner or lawful occupier of the land where mining is taking place. I have been reliably informed that the licensee has been engaging the affected occupier for compensation. The licensee, that's Gach, was required to provide a bond of $30,000 as guarantee for the rehabilitation of the affected area after mining. Rehabilitation will help provide more space for farming activities which will benefit the communities. And before I conclude, let me make emphasis that the 30,000 is a minimum, is a deposit, but we have a right to review that at any time. And it is just a bond in case the company failed to rehabilitate, we can call that bond. But definitely there is it's on the company to rehabilitate. We only ask for the bond if the company fails to. But if it rehabilitates, the company have to pay back the bond to the company. So with this short briefing, I want to thank you very much. And of course, we have this to be interactive, we have answer questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. We will now welcome questions and answers. As we don't have much time, we will take a few, at least a question from each one of us, and then we will get the questions like 3 in a group and then answer. Because we don't have much time.
Well, since I am the one on trial,
Yeah, so you have to ask. If you want to ask, you can just raise your hand, and then I'll just give you the floor so you can speak.
Absolutely. I think that some of the issues raised in my story were not addressed, like the environmental impact assessment. Even Gaj did inform, you must have been aware that Gaj did a reaction to my story, and he admitted that he did not do an EIA, that he adopted one, and there is no such thing in the law. There is no such thing as adopting an EIA. I'm sorry, you said your minister had served on the NEA. Your advisor had served on the NEA. So my question is, if in fact it is true that he has not done an environmental impact assessment, which is a requirement in the law, aren't you complicit in the fact that he is doing an illegal mining operations? That's the first question. And if I cannot be allowed to ask a second one,
You're only allowed to ask a question. Thank you.
no. Well, I am the one on trial. You're talking about my story.
Yeah. So we know that, but the purpose of this is not your story actually. We would have reacted to your story a long time ago.
Okay, all
but
right.
it was because the other media also.
Okay, all right.
She will surrender. She will surrender her question. She will surrender her question.
Okay, just hold on. I'm the chair here moderating. Thank you very much.
We're making a suggestion.
So we address it one at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
So the environmental impact.
So what
Can
I'm
I
trying
answer
to
the
say
question?
is,
Yes.
Very good. It is not a company that asks for EIA. It's a requirement by us for EIA. And we had a very comprehensive impact assessment. In the area, it is site specific. One, the area that we are mining is exactly the same place, the mining method is exactly the same. Okay? Now, we agreed that we continue mining. Prior to abandonment, we will do an assessment of the area and come with a better environmental plan. So the whole essence of EIA is to give a description of the area prior to mining, and then after mining, you put a plan for rehabilitation. That's the essence of environment. So if
well,
you,
this is
that's
the
all.
act. This is
Very
the law
good.
we are talking
I'm
about.
very well aware of the act.
Yeah.
Let me tell you one thing. This environment act. I'm going into the law, but definitely, environment has all the right at any time to engage us on, and they have right to stop any activity if it's
Minister, my
not
question
Thank you very much.
It's not
Thank you
illegal.
very
No,
much, Honorable
the point
Minister.
It's not illegal.
The point I'm trying to make, Minister, is
I'm aware.
access every
Thank
mining
you.
operation.
No, not necessarily.
Thank
But
you,
that's what the
Honorable.
law says.
No.
This is
Thank
the
you,
law.
Honorable.
I don't agree.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. The licensing committee, I would just like to add, the licensing committee includes the Minister of Environment itself and other stakeholders. So before a license was granted to GAJ, consultations were made with all committee members, and which NEA is a part of.
That is
Thank you.
incorrect because
So-
National Environment Agency said they are not aware of that's in my story, and you read it. So it's not accurate to say they were involved.
Well, I'm surprised that I don't know who will say that. Because not the head of the NEA.
No, but the head of any
We are not speaking for NEA, we are
technical
speaking for
committee said
ourselves.
that.
No.
So that is up to you to
Very
take it with
appropriate.
NEA. Thank you very
And,
much. Yeah. your hand was up.
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry,
so-
his hand was up before you.
Yes,
Let's
so before I start with my question, I would
Thank
want
you.
to implore on you to actually give us a space,
Yeah.
because we are here for to get clarification on issues.
Sure, yeah.
If he feels that his questions are not thoroughly answered,
Yeah.
I think you should give chance to minister and then let him just have that encounter so that
So-
things will be
so
clear
the
to
rules- the
Gambian
rules are
community.
set. We said we're
So-
taking
so-
3 questions,
Yes, so-
and then we will answer. That's
Yeah.
what we said.
So my question is
You know.
actually that you did say that the bidding competition was actually competitive and it was done. This must have been done in the newspapers.
Let me clarify that. It was not a bidding competition.
Okay.
It was an application to the law. The two companies applied.
Was it announced?
We don't have to announce it. Apply for
Yeah,
license.
right.
That's not for provision. You don't ask anyone to apply. You can apply for the license to the director. And the license and the application is process. What I'm saying is that during that time, two companies applied
Okay.
for the same place at the same time. But if one company could have applied separately, when Kanaji license was issued, it was not many companies applied. It's only Kanaji.
You have
What we
evidence?
do, look, what we do when we map the area and define the mine, we promote it. The mineral reserve, the international companies. And it's companies that will come who want to invest in the area, they come and apply. And that applicants go through a process. They apply to director, and director process the license before it comes to the minister for signing. So it doesn't necessarily that it was a bidding process. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, so but my issue is I did a pre-research on this issue.
Okay.
And then what I came to realize is, in fact, this thing was not even awarded to Gaj in the first place. It was awarded to Gaj, but then at the very beginning, Gaj was not the primary implementer of this because they were not having a required machine to do this operation. And then Gaj had what Gaj did was to subcontract.
No,
The
I think you get something wrong here. Company apply for a license. You get a license. Okay? You can get a partner or you can go and get your equipment and come on. That's why you have a period of mobilization. You get your equipment and come and establish in the area. Not necessarily you have the equipment himself directly, but you have partners who have equipment. That's why the equipment is there, they're mining.
He subcontracted a Gambian who has a partner.
Well,
himself.
Yeah, but
He was
that's
myself.
the
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Let's have order.
No, let's have the matter clarified.
Let's have order.
The whole goal is to have Gambian people understand this.
No, listen.
Let's make it very
sorry,
clear.
Let's have
Yeah.
order and decorum, okay?
Yes.
You may have your information, you may think it's right because the article we're talking about, there are many misleading information there. But we are not here to attack him, to say this. We just want to lay the facts. You may also have information which you think is right, it's not right. I think the minister has laid the record straight that the license doesn't go through a bid. You go to we have the Mines and Quarry of 2005, it's there. If you are interested, even today you are interested to mine, sign over that, you can just walk into the director's office and show in this, and they'll ask you, you do your application. Once you have your company, the requirements are there.
And if you look at the law also, the law says you can give license to a person. That person is defined as a company or individual. Look at the law properly.
Thank you.
Not about
So-
hearsay.
We will
Go
now
follow
take care.
No.
We'll now take. I'm just appealing to all of us not to be too defensive. And Mustafa, this is not like a personal attack to you.
No,
Like I said in the beginning,
I think it's
we're
Aminata
just
who
here
has
to.
been defensive.
We're.
Aminata has been defensive. I think you should give people. Yeah.
No, the issue is
When you
that
talked about
the issue is that
defensive,
we have a lot of
Take
questions to
another-
come, so
yeah.
we have to give each other the chance to speak. And when you ask one question, it's good for you to hold and so that is answered. But you cannot give Thank you. Keba Ansu, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm Keba Ansumani. I want to know because the fact that Kite Mining Company was given Lansing at the center of the Jane Commission's investigation. Okay. Why this preference was given to Kite, or why the Lansing was given to Kite during this period, and also why Kite is giving Lansing's to mine all over the country, because and then still now the ministry, the geology department is not seeing what they are doing. Because if you go to Kitty, there is another mining that is going on there. We would like the Honorable Minister to explain to us how Gach was able to get that Lansing for the mining at Kitty.
and then why actions have not been taken to address the plight of the rural women who are into gardening, and then this mining is destroying their garden fields.
Okay, let me make sure. I have to make clarifications. Okay, not actually personality or personal attack. First, we are talking about the Janet Commission and the mining animal. The two applications came at the same time, not necessarily one after the other or one after the Janet Commission. The license issue went through the Janet Commission, cleared before in Justice Ministry. So everything that we've done through the legal process and through our legal department. So definitely, it was not the Janet Commission banned it, and we went to license it. Impossible. No, that's not correct.
What I wanted to know was that a fair deal, the mere fact that the commission is doing their investigation into this?
Yeah, what is you see? Look, that's why the commission was consulted and they cleared it. I hope you understand this. It's the commission that cleared it. You know? So it's not like the commission was agency and we went ahead, okay?
Thank you. Usman.
No, my second part.
Okay, you will come back.
And so you have to you see, let me tell you, there are two things there. You have mining and quarrying.
I mean, sorry, Honorable Minister, I'm very sorry. I think my sister, you have to give us chance.
Thank you.
Because we are not, there is no beef there.
Okay.
So it is for the
Let me answer that.
I know the issue is that also.
So we would like everything, because you want the public to get the facts and then to put aside the rumors and everything. And this is the only opportunity that the officials here can respond to our concern. I would kindly ask you to allow us to raise our point so that the Gambian people out there, it's not about us, it's about the entire 2 million Gambian people out there. So, Honorable Minister, the Commission has ordered for the suspensions of all mining in the country. We are aware. Are you aware of that before you issue the license?
Suspending all mining? Why would they clear it? Why would they even through the commission? It's not correct.
I think
it's a wrong information.
I think
now we move
Asman, I think you made a very good impression here now. But
Yes.
now you also have to we are responsible officers.
Yeah.
We won't sit here and give false information. So if the Honorable Minister said to you that we've cleared through the commission, through the Attorney General's office, I think that's what we should do as ministry officials. That's it. If they give the waiver or what, you should question them that. But we've clarified the process we went through to get the license. So I think that's what you should appreciate. But we are not the ones who would say what the commission should decide, whether they should waive it or they should not. That's not our.
Yeah, I think they did the right thing.
And I think they did the right thing. So we're just here to put the facts out and to say that this is how, despite what is happening. And I think the other question he asked is about Kitty.
Let me tell you one thing. There are two things here. You have mining and quarrying. Go to the law. Quarry materials. That is material for construction. The license is a quarry license. That's given by the director. Mining operations, mining is given by the minister. So you can have a mining license to mine gold or diamond, but you can still have a quarry license to quarry materials. They are not linked. So the issue of affecting people's livelihood, unfortunately, mining activities are destructive. Wherever you go to the mining site, that's why we have provision for rehabilitation and compensation. But a mineral human activities can be within a mineral zone, a mineable mineral deposit. That's obvious. Okay? That's why we have a provision in the law for rehabilitation and compensation for people affected. Okay. But or else, I don't think that anywhere there is mining that will affect human life so well. And I think in my statement also, I will say, in my statement I just
Thank you. Keba, answer, I think I have to get my share now.
Yeah. And
Usman, your hand is up, and then we'll take Fatimata and
I was like to know whether
Usman, you can go ahead. You have the floor
Minister
now.
was still speaking,
the women there,
it is a right. It is a right. You know, it is not like whether they will go. It's a right.
Is that how we do attack it?
And people are
Listen
compensated.
to
This is not confrontational.
So it's not confrontation. I just want to make it clear. Definitely. So compensation is a provision of the law. It's not like, you know, the company will request it. No, it's a matter of the law. And also, if there is a dispute within the company and the affected person, the matter is referred to the chief director. But it's a matter of law.
Do I need to go?
No, it's okay.
Yes, please, Usman.
Okay. Good afternoon to you all. I am Usman A. Morong, blogger and then correspondent to Mamos TV. You know, the investigation in the story revealed that gate mining has been operating without environmental clearance and has been owing more than $2 million. Now, if I may ask, is Gate owing the government of the Gambia any money? And if the answer is no, where are the evidence? I want you to show me the evidence that Gate is not owing the government of the Gambia any money. And the headline also reads, where are the $1 million? Are there any $1 million? That's my question.
In the first place, I think I have given you the figure here. I've given you what is paid here in my statement. So the $1 million, the dollars or whatever, I haven't seen some $1 million. You know, I think the misunderstanding here is that the author is doing calculation on gross revenue. That's why I'm making clarification here. It is percentage on net profit. If you take 60% of the gross, then you are making a wrong calculation. And then that's why you have to get the gross. We already have the payment, how much earned,